Frontierland, Bayou Country, Adventureland, and it is the closest stop to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge.
Welcome aboard the Disneyland Railroad. We're embarking on a grand circle tour of the Magic Kingdom. We'll be stopping at New Orleans Square, Mickey's Toontown, and Tomorrowland. We'll also visit the Grand Canyon and make a trip back in time to the Primeval World and the age of the dinosaurs before returning to Main Street Station. As we begin our journey, remember that for a safe trip, you need to stay seated, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your children.
Bienvenidos a bordo del Disneyland Railroad. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren. Y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
Our first stop is New Orleans Square Station. But to get there, we need to pass through the wilds of Adventureland. It may seem it's a real jungle out there, literally. So be on the lookout. You just never know what. Just ahead is New Orleans.
Now arriving, New Orleans Square Station. Kindly remain seated until the train has come to a full and complete stop, and you see your conductor step off of the train. This is your stop for a ride such as On Invention Holiday, Tiana's Bayou Adventure, Winnie the Pooh, Pirates of the Caribbean, The Rafts to Tom Sawyer Island, and others. It's also one place in the park with those delicious, delicious beignets. Welcome to the Bayou. Inside the train at all times, also keeping younger, smaller children away from those train openings. We are now departing for Toontown Depot. We're going to be traveling through Tiana's Bayou, along the rivers of America, past Thunder Trail, into Fantasyland, and finally arriving at Toontown. Now, right now, until 5 o'clock, Toontown is also the North Pole.
To ensure a safe ride, stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your kids. Joining up with the rivers of America and entering the frontier as it looked more than a century and a half ago. This is my favorite part of the journey. Around every bend, natural beauty as far as the eye can see. Sharing his stories with those in the Great River Valley below. People like you have been riding these rails since the 1800s, traveling through nature's wonderland in a matter of days, rather than the months it used to take by mule or stagecoach. Steam power not only fueled these iron horses, but the dreams of a whole new generation as it moved west into this great frontier. Of course, some of those dreams had the stories that went with them were pretty darn wild and downright unbelievable. Like on Big Thunder Mountain, where I hear that mysterious spirits have grabbed hold of those mining trains and turned them into the wildest ride in the wilderness.
All right, folks, we're almost to Mickey's Toontown. Now, once again, right now, Mickey's Toontown is next to Fantasyland Theater, where they're having the North Pole right now. So you couldn't meet a jolly old fellow in a red suit. Oh, are we stopping? Hold on. If we do stop, please remain seated at all times. Just means that the train in front of us is a little bit slower than we are. Yeah, it looks like we're stopping. All right, please remain seated. This is an unscheduled stop. We'll be continuing on in just a few moments as soon as that train in front of us departs.
Once again, parents, all children need to be seated at this time. Please make sure all children are staying seated. Thank you.
Oh, 2 whistles means we're going to move. Everybody get ready because there will be a little bit of a jerk as we move forward. And I just want to remind you one more time that at the Fantasyland Theater, it is the North Pole. You can meet a jolly old fellow in a red suit. I've also seen a Snow Queen and other characters over there. Now, we do have one rule. If you're getting off the train to go there and you want to come back on the train, you cannot bring a reindeer with you. There are no reindeer allowed on the train. This is a reindeer-free train.
Also the gateway to Fantasyland, where you'll find many of your favorite Disney animated characters and stories. If you're leaving us here, please wait until the train comes to a full stop. Remember your personal belongings, then step carefully from the train. Have fun, and say hi to Mickey and Minnie.
Now arriving, Mickey's Toontown Depot, the gateway to Fantasyland. Kindly remain seated until the train has come to a full complete stop, and you see your conductor step off of the train. This is your stop for all Fantasyland and Toontown attractions, like the Small World Holiday and Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. All right, folks, welcome aboard the Holiday 4. Kindly remain seated. Supervise your children. Keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train at all times. Also, please keep any younger, smaller children at those train openings. We are now departing for Tomorrowland Station. But don't worry, folks, I'm pretty sure we'll get there today. And once again, please do not stand up when we're passing the break.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us on the Disneyland Railroad. For a safe ride, remember to stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your kids.
¿Qué tal, amigos? Y bienvenidos a bordo. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
As we leave Toontown Depot, we get a real nice view of the happiest land of them all, Fantasyland. You can see people stepping onto It's a Small World just below us. And, off in the distance, majestic Matterhorn Mountain. To a land inspired by visions of tomorrow, both practical and imagined. rocket ships and star speeders, submarines and astroblasters, and if you look overhead, maybe a glimpse at a Mark 7 monorail. This is the latest version of the first daily operating monorail system in the entire Western Hemisphere, gliding above Disneyland since 1959. Below the monorail, and us, are the fun-filled roadways of the Utopia. Drivers of all ages can get behind the wheel of these cars. No experience or license required.
You guys did so good going through that parade. You can tell people you're part of the parade now. It's true.
Tomorrowland is definitely the place for you. Speaking of which, we're pulling into Tomorrowland Station right now. If you're leaving us here, just stay seated until we come to a full stop. Gather your belongings, including lightsabers and astroblasters, and step carefully from the train. Thanks, and have fun in the future. For the rest of you, just sit tight. We'll be on our way again in just a minute.
Now arriving Tomorrowland Station. Kindly remain seated until this train comes to a full complete stop, and you see your conductor step off the train. This is your stop for all Tomorrowland attractions, like Space Mountain, Buzz Lightyear Astro Blasters, Finding Nemo Submarine Voyage, the Disneyland Monorail, and Autopia. Welcome to the future, folks. Welcome aboard Holiday 4 on the Disneyland Railroad. Kindly remain seated, supervise your children, keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train at all times. Also, please keep any younger, smaller children away from those train openings. We are now departing from Main Street Station, but first we're going to take a little detour through the Grand Canyon and vistas beyond. Please, for the courtesy of those around you on the train, while we're in the tunnel, please no flash photography, no video lighting, and please turn off any light up toys or accessories. Please remain seated at all times.
To those who have just come aboard, welcome. The next leg of our journey will take us from the fantastic world of the future to the breathtaking beauty of nature's own design, the Grand Canyon. For your safety, stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. Watch your children and no flash photography.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado, mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños. Por favor, no tome fotografías con
That was the Grand Canyon as we know it today. But it wasn't always this way. Now, let's travel back in time, way back in time, to the fantastic past of the Primeval World, land of the dinosaurs. returning to our own time and to Main Street Station, gateway to Disneyland. If you're leaving us here, stay in your seat until we come to a full stop. Remember to gather all your personal belongings and step carefully from the train. I'd especially like to thank those of you who've been with me for the Grand Circle Tour of Disneyland. We hope you enjoyed your travels with us and that you'll come back to ride with us again real soon. For those of you staying with us, we'll be on our way again in just a few minutes. This is Main Street Station, Main Street, USA.
Now arriving at Main Street Station. Kindly remain seated until the train has come to a full and complete stop and you see your conductor step off of the train. As a reminder, Main Street Station only has stairs, no ramps or elevators, so please keep any strollers and wheelchairs folded so you reach the bottom of the stairs and street level. Also, if you like that parade that we went through earlier, it's just about to get down here. So if you want to watch the rest of that parade, you're more welcome to get off the train here and try to find viewing. There is viewing on the train platform level. You just can't keep walking on our stairs coming up into the station. All right, welcome to Main Street USA, folks.